Hello and welcome to In the Grace of Our Malice, short little visual novel developed by, I believe, Kiri, as well as merengedoll, who was part of the team that made Valhalla, the cyberpunk waifu bartending simulator, or whatever, that game that I played a while back. And yeah, apparently in this visual novel, you receive a call from a friend in need. I guess we'll see what happens. Let's begin. I don't know if there's any content warnings. I'm so used to playing like horror games that usually there's a content warning, but I don't think there's actually a horror game as far as I know. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I never know what the developer's name is. It's either Kirin Light. I don't know. Kirin 69. I'm not sure. I'm always so confused about their name. I mean, just like some developers' names as well. They have like multiple alternative names. I get so confused. Can't I just have like one name? Anyway. All right. Hello? Huh? Is that? Yeah. Yeah. I see. Hey now, look. Just don't freak out. I ain't here to judge, okay? It's gonna be alright. We all fuck up. I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there in like 2 hours. Just hold the fort, okay? Really? Don't know who's talking in there, but I guess that was a phone call. In the grace of our malice. So I believe, by the way, this is actually kind of like a homage, sort of, to like old school visual novels. That's why it looks the way it does. So what exactly happened? There's something wrong with me, B. Well, I read there's something wrong in everyone. It's on us to do something about it. Get in the car and I'll go inside and Thank you, B. Don't mention it. You still have that Colombian coffee you like so much. No? I. So I finished watching Zeta the other day. Zeta? I'm kind of obsessed with the music. It's really cheerful for such a sad and dark show, but I love it. Feels like everyone was doing it at the time, That sort of music mismatch. Happy music, sad show. When I think of hard-hitting music from the era that actually fits the contents, I think of like Lady Snowblood or Tokyo Drifter. Those had appropriate soundtracks for the themes. Meiko Kaji herself sung for some of her movies, and that's like the sickest shit. The character suffers so much, all because she's a woman in a man's world. I love Meiko Kaji. Meiko Kaji? I want to be like her when I grow up. It's the eyes. Something in the eyes just gets to me. But everything okay there? We're almost at the place. Zeta. Yeah, Zeta. I think that's Gundam, right? I was thinking, like, is that Gundam? They're just talking about Gundam? Anyway. Why'd you pick up Gundam? I saw the movies were on Netflix and, let's say I was having trouble sleeping. Yo, we can watch something cool when we're back. Actually, I'd never seen Char's counterattack. I was gonna watch ZZ before that, but I'm already in town, so... personally, I've only... Well, most recently, I've actually only watched the original Gundam, I believe. Mobile Suit Gundam, the original. I watched the... How do you say? The movies, I guess? The Violation. Otherwise, I've only ever watched, like, technically Gundam Seed, which is the bad one. And a little bit of Gundam Wing. Only because of that meme. Where the guy, like, rips up the invitation, Anyway. Believe me, I want them more than anything, just not right now. That's fine. You kinda fucked up right now. I should've known. Yeah, I don't know who's talking, to be honest. I guess we're talking... I don't know, anyway. Well, we're here. Can you carry it? So how have you been? Oh, you finally see the anime character. I'm assuming that's B, actually. So I was a little bit confused about the description of the store page, I guess, or the game page. But I guess we're the one that called them, I guess. We're the friend in need, rather than the other way around, maybe? I'm not sure. Anyway, so how have you been? Situation at hand aside. We don't text like we used to. It's been like 2 years since I saw you. I hella missed you. Hella. You missed me? You could have said that before. I did, but you thought I had an agenda. Agenda? Because why else would I treat you nicely, right? I had to want something. It pisses me off just thinking about it. It's like, why am I even here? Never mind. I like that face. I don't know, that's like, what do you call that face? It's like, they're calling you pathetic or something, I don't know. Sorry. How beautiful. The straw at night is something else. And the breeze is perfect. With all the stress and stuff back home, Lord knows I needed this. I think I didn't tell you, but I'm not in college anymore. Found a construction job that suits me well. Keeps me in shape too. Really? I don't know your... To be honest, it's really hard to tell this person's gender. They're very androgynous. But like, I'm surprised. With your body type, that you work in construction. I don't know. Seems pretty tough. It's a very like physical job, you know? And let you have pretty like eyelashes. I don't know. Anyway. The only bad thing is that my arms are still noodles. I've been working for a year and they've grown like an inch. I want to get buff. Oh, my hands are all rugged now. Yeah, I'm guessing that this person's a dude, but I'm not entirely sure. Again, it's like a little androgynous actually. Mom said years ago that I should find a sugar daddy to keep my hands silky smooth forever. Okay, that sounds like a thing you would say to a girl, as toxic as that is, I guess. No, toxic is not the right word. I don't know. Anyway, I guess sexist, sort of. I'm not sure. Anyway, but that ain't my style. A desk job ain't my thing either. Last year, I tried OnlyFans because I was broke as hell. Okay, well, I feel like this person is a woman then. In that case, that's my assumptions, but I don't know. Thing is, I look like a PlayStation 1 skeleton when I'm naked and nobody subbed. All these people are into that. I don't know. Only one guy did, and I bought a shake for the money. He sent me really funny shit though. One day he was like, Kok Jozu, and I fucking lost it. Jozu? What's that supposed to mean? I don't know. But anyway, now I want to make money for dance classes. I want to get into choreography and things like that. There's this cool chick I follow on Insta and she does like insane stuff. I didn't think dancing was an art until I saw her. I read that looking up to people on Insta and social media makes you depressed, and I kinda get it. When I'm doom scrolling and the vibes are rotten, I look at the hot lady driving the Rari and it makes me want to get some of that for myself too, you know. What is this Zoomer... Why am I reading Zoomer language right now? This is very Zoomer words to me. Anyway, well, I'm glad one of us is happy after all we went through. This is very passive-aggressive. Well, I had to move on. I couldn't just kick myself forever for what happened. I don't know. You make me ramble so much. EFSF? But yeah, like, you found someone else and I wasn't being my best. I left you to rot and it is what it is. I'll carry that guilt forever, but life goes on. You're gonna carry that guilt. See you, space cowboy. No, let me know if you want to rest. I brought some sandwich in case you get hungry. Is this our ex-girlfriend? I don't know. It's like, I can't tell. I don't know what our relationship is. It's hard to tell the context, but I think that's intentional. Like, the context is left ambiguous in the beginning, so we don't know what's going on. Hey, I just wanted to apologize real quick. I don't know if anything I'm saying is sounding like passive-aggressive or something. Last thing I want to do is treat you the way I used to. I'm getting some broad vibes from you, I don't know. It's probably my fault. I've been drinking a little too. I know it's hard to see for yourself, but you improved a lot. Improved? Like a kid improves at math? Don't fucking patronize me. Where do we go now? Right. I have a bad feeling about that road, but I'm gonna trust you. I like the character design, by the way. I mean, obviously they're drawn very well. Ah, shit, this is definitely not where we want to be. Is that a farm? Are we trespassing? Shit. Man, I'm tired as hell. I don't want to go back. Fuck it, let's go back. My legs are killing me. Bro, you told me you work in a construction job, you know? And then again, hiking is definitely tough, depending on which trail you go to, I guess. Sorry, I messed up again. No, it's okay. I'm not gonna give you shit for that. I learned my lesson. I feel like an asshole every time I remember how I used to treat you over dumb stuff. Actually, let's just have a little break here. I'm kind of beat. Well, how have you been? You know, small talk. Me? I already said enough. But good, I guess. I'm not paralyzed anymore. Found a new group of friends. They've been low-key keeping me sane. Again, this is such a Zoomer language. I cannot relate. You know, low-key. That's what kids say, right? This is what the kids say. So old. Mom said it's weird that I meet so many people. I was a shut-in growing up. I'm a huge asshole too, apparently, so I don't know how any of this happens either, it just does. You still talk to anyone from class? Many new friends? Sure. All my friends are online these days. But you hang RL, right? Taught me old school, but text ain't it. I can't catch the vibes of someone if I don't see and listen to them face to face. I thought I had online shit figured out in high school, but it has something has happened that, let's say some friendships need to stay online. Okay. Go get some soba and a couple beers with those friends in the computer. I'm doing it again. Am I always this preachy? I'll shut up. This is the best. I feel complete out here. I read somewhere that humans aren't supposed to live in cities like we do now. Like, we need green to remain sane. I should come here more often. It's good exercise, too. Well, since when were you such a fan of Mother Nature? I don't know. Back at the mountains, we had a large backyard. I would go there, sit and pet my dog and listen to the leaves. Maybe it's that. In the city I have jack shit for nature. That's why I'm all fucked up with stress now. I have nowhere to think. No one to talk about deep stuff. It's noisy everywhere. Too many people. Too many options, places and shit. It overwhelms. That's where the money is, and all about that coin. People make coins anymore? You know, we don't use coins anymore, right? Well, except, I guess Bitcoin, you know, cryptocurrency. But we don't have, like, literal coins, you know? At least a lot of modern cities, right? At least that's being phased out anyway. Actually, now that I think about it, this is the first time in a long time we're alone. As in, talking IRL. Makes me happy. I miss this. Even it's not the same as before. Well, it wasn't that bad. We can still get out before dawn. Unless you want to stick around. Like, when we're done, we can smoke a joint and see the sun going up. You're a bad influence. You know? This is very... This is like aggressive, but like, I don't know. This is what friends do, right? Where you're like, you just be overly aggressive, but like in a funny way. I don't know how, like, I don't know what the tone I'm delivering this in. But I'm gonna say it. You stupid fucking stoner, we're in the forest. Ah, true. Kids, don't smoke in forests. You know, Smokey the Bear. But we can drink, right? I think we're midway through. You feeling okay? I'm fine. Okay, let's get moving then. We're gonna need a stick or something. I tripped on the way here and now I'm scared. Let's see, Sticky Stick, where are you? Don't be shy. Ta-da! Check out this sword. This will always remind me of Nichi Bros. Right. Nichijo Danchi or something was that anime that sounded very similar to Nichijou. I actually like Nichijou better, even though it's not really a fair comparison. They're completely different animes, but I like Nichijou better. I didn't really like Nichi Bros that much, to be honest. It's another like comedy anime. I don't know, the jokes didn't really hit it for me that much. Anyway, I think that's what they're talking about, right? They're referencing that anime? Nichijou Danshi something. It was like, you know, it was an anime about like boys hanging out basically. It's just a comedy anime. Remember when we met back in school? I was listening to that soundtrack and we were like, yo! And we went from there. I think that's... I don't know, I'm assuming that's what they're referencing. I still have the paper crane you folded when we met. And I can't for the life of me remember why you did it, but I held on to it. Felt right, you know? I kind of knew something special was brimming there. And I want to have something to remind me of those early moments. Even now with you hating me and having all this fucking grudge, I still have the fucking thing. Shit, the more we walk, the less sense it makes I'm here. B, what do you expect when you say things like this? What do I expect? I don't know. It's fun memories. I like for things to be the way they were. And don't get me wrong, I know they won't be. But there's beauty in trying. Can you please drop this sanctimonious shit? This born-again crap? Huh? You were gaslighting me. I didn't know. You made me feel broken and worthless. I'm sorry. You left me when I needed you the most. I was in the hell of my own. It's because of you that I'm like this. Apparently. Just like protagonist of a visual novel. I don't know anything about, you know, the person we're playing as, really. Well, very little anyway. But that ain't fucking fair. The only reason you're here is to rub your success in my face. Fuck you. How many times do I have to say I'm sorry? What am I supposed to do? Being sorry isn't enough. But I've changed. Then show me. I'm still here. Still here, you idiot. You baka. I'm getting rid of a fucking corpse in the middle of the night for you. Yeah, I was wondering. There's gotta be some kind of thing going on here. Like, why are they in the middle of the woods, walking in the middle of nowhere? Like, I was thinking I was the corpse. Somehow they killed me. Like, I'm the corpse somehow. They're talking to, like, themselves. Well, no, we're dragging a corpse, I guess? You fucking murderer. You killed 2 people and I'm still here, helping you like a dumbass. Oh, 2 people? Double kill. No, anyway. All because I want my friend back. But it's never enough. Never gonna be enough. Fuck this shit. Fuck you. Well, I feel like this is not very good, how do you say, partner in crime? You know, this relationship, like I feel like if you're gonna commit a crime, or like be an accomplice with someone else, you have to trust them, at the very least. If we don't have a really good relationship, I feel like there's gonna be another murder. Anyway, when I was like 9, my grandma got really sick and nobody told me. One day she said something that upset me, and I thought to myself, when is this bitch gonna die? I felt bad nigh instantly. Months went by and she was seemingly getting worse, but I didn't notice. I hated making assumptions, so everything went over my head. She eventually died, and this fact was kept from me for a couple days. Mom was so fucking afraid of traumatizing me, she kinda left that burden on my aunt, who told me that what happened during a walk to the supermarket. My aunt was visibly worried that I was going to take it badly. Like me and Grandma were tight. Tight as hell, man. Watched Dragon Ball together even though she didn't like the show. I know. She was more into Slam Dunk. Yeah, it's that basketball show. I never watched Slam Dunk. Funnily enough, I had like when I was a kid, I had like a Slam Dunk backpack though. Weird, like, how do you say, counterfeit, I guess, backpack, or what do you call it? You know, I don't know what the word is, but you know, like a made in China kind of thing, you know, where it's like, probably the backpack manufacturer had nothing to do with the actual show. They just happened to like steal the, you know, the image and paste it on the backpack, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, I felt nothing. My aunt did her best to soften the blow, but when I heard the words, nothing changed inside me. I was sad, but not in the way I thought I'd be with news like these. I constantly asked myself, am I a monster? The question still haunts me. To this day, I still fear being incapable of empathy. I'm hurting you all the time. I'm always fucking something up. It's always about you in the end. Yeah, I'm conceited, inconsiderate, manipulative, a calculating fucking villain practicing every word for maximum effect. Did I get that right? Rub my success in your face. Unbelievable. I came here because I wanted to help and have a heart-to-heart with you. I thought maybe things would go back to being fine if we simply talked it out. Guess fucking not. I point out your abuse and you act like you're the victim. You're right. You're right. Guess I didn't change after all, huh? Come on, let's go bury our mistakes. Huh. You know, the construction job. Yeah, the construction job is probably helps you practice, you know, burying dead bodies. The job I took is paying off. Last time I did this, I was panting much worse. Again, surprised this person, you know. I mean, I guess I can't really see their, you know, their entire body. You only see their upper body, like covered in a big jacket. And I don't know. They seem pretty small, you know. I'm surprised they're working in construction, is all I'm saying. I'm sorry about what happened. You've been through a lot, and I'm the reason for a bunch of it. I'm not in a place to say anything back, not even now, like... I was a fucking bitch, there's no way around it. But I think if you trust me, things would eventually be okay. The second guessing shit has to end. I'm not Hannibal Lecter. Well, I mean, you're kinda close, you know? I mean, I guess we're Hannibal Lecter, because they're the one who did the killing, apparently. I'm not this villain mastermind. I wanna like you. Then you say shit like this and it pisses me off so bad. You treat me like this you treat me with this condescending tone. Like I'm a monster you have to teach how to feel. Why am I the one that has to learn how to be a decent person? This is so shitty. Grab it by the legs. You know, maybe we should chop it up, you know, to make it easier to carry. Anyway, what can I do to have your trust back? If I could do anything, what would it be? I don't know. I'm the only one still here. I'm an accomplice. My hands are dirty. I don't even know this person I'm burying. Where'd you guys even meet? How did your bum ass pull a baddie like that? And that's what you really think of me. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows what's going through, Machiavellian, right? But I don't know how to pronounce that. Machiavelli's mind. Oh great, I'm bleeding again. Mom says my brain will literally implode from stress if I keep up like this. She asks me all the time about you, I never know what to say. What should I tell her, Ooh. You know, I started to watch all the Gundam just so we could have something to talk about. My favorite so far is Zeta. That shit's some cinema. I don't think I watched that one. Again, I don't think I watched Zeta. I really like Camille Bidan. Bidan? You know, I guess I should go watch Gundam Zeta, you know, after this game. Then I don't know if it, you know, would give any context, but I don't know. It's referencing it. Streaming. Yeah, I think you're right all along. And there's nothing you love more than being right, so there you go. I'll never change. Oh, streaming. I get it now. By the way, I was wondering why they said streaming. Because I have a different... this is where you're supposed to put your real name. This is your real name, by the way, your computer name. I have a separate account. How do you say? I have a separate account specifically for streaming. So I keep everything like separated from all my personal stuff. So that's why it says streaming, but like that's not, obviously that doesn't make any sense, but like now I understand. It's like that would be like, you know, the fourth wall break. That would be your name basically. Just imagine, you know, that's SighingSlider, you know. SighingSlider. Yeah, I think you were right all along. And there's nothing you love more than being right, so there you go. I'll never change. Not as long as I do it for you. I can forgive, but not forget. That's a little cliche. Forgive, but not forget. I read somewhere that there's two versions of ourselves. The person you want to be and the person you actually are. Successful people marry the two. Welcome to my wedding. Congratulations. Alright, is that it? Oh, okay, it just ends there. Alright, there you go. Yeah. So from what I can tell there at the end, I guess B smack us, right? Like it seems like that's from our POV, so I think they actually did like hit us. It's kind of hard to tell. The sound was a little low on my end. Maybe I'll like, you know, crank it up when I edit the video in post-production, but basically I think that's what happened. I think B smacked us with the shovel and then probably kills us. Turns out they are a monster in a way. You know, and then we probably die or whatever. So I guess that's what happens. You know, this is what you gotta, you know, when you pick your accomplice, you gotta make sure you trust them. Anyway. So yeah, I guess that's what happens. That the idea again, it's like this weird, like very little context kind of thing, but apparently the idea is that we were friends with B for a long time, at least a friend. I don't know if there's anything more than that, but at least a friend. But then something happened, you know, I guess their personality, again, I can't tell if it's a, I don't think it explicitly ever says if B is a woman or not. You know, for some reason my impression was that B was a man, but I can't tell now because, you know, they had a very androgynous appearance, had some like references to like OnlyFans, and that's, you know, most OnlyFans creators are women, you know, statistically. So like I feel like I think B is a woman, but I can't tell. I don't know. I always misgender every character I ever play in every game, so I'm not sure. But I think it's most likely that B is a woman. But anyway, but yeah, that, you know, apparently we had like history together, but like, you know, B has like a bad personality, borderline sociopath. That's implied anyway, and so we, you know, we get separated or whatever. We don't, you know, keep in contact. But later, apparently, we killed two people. That's never really explained, but I guess that's not important. And that's why we call B to help us bury these corpses. As it turns out, though, I guess B is just a psycho. You know, or at least, you know, for some reason kills us too. I don't know what the reason is exactly. I guess they just hate us. You know, B just hates us, right? I think that's the reason. Like, it's kind of two-faced scenario where they're trying to talk as if we're friends and trying to get along again, but like really, again, they're just gaslighting us again just to kill us again, you know? Or not again, but you know, they're just, you know, pretending to be a friend or trying to get back together. Really, they just want to kill us. Get revenge, I guess, maybe. I don't know. But overall, I liked it, you know, the dialogue, it's a little, I don't know what the word is, but like definitely It's like Zoomer language, you know. It's like I don't know. But I guess it's supposed to be like down to earth, kind of like casual conversational language, right? So it kind of works, I guess. Yeah, I like the dialogue. I like how there's like a little mystery behind it as well. You can't really tell who this person is, even though our character knows, but we don't know as the reader. I like the character design as well. I like the only character we see is definitely just B. But again, they look nice. They're pretty, they're kind of pretty. They have beautiful eyelashes. That reminds me of like what's that art style? I can't remember. There's like an art style that's from the same studio that made I want to say Gurren Lagann, I think. Is that similar to that kind of style, maybe? Or it's like a different one. I can't remember, but it's kind of like that. I think that's it. Again, I like the dialogue. I like the character design. Very definitely felt like an old school visual novel. It's not too bad as well, I feel like because I played old school visual novels in the past. The only problem with them, and it might have to do with translations as well, but the problem with like really old school visual novels is they go on for too long. There's like giant paragraphs, that cover the entire screen. It just goes on for way too long. This one is like short and sweet, which I like. It's to the point. It's mostly dialogue, really. And even though it's like harping on old school visual novel, it doesn't really do the like old school like writing style, which is I think better. I don't like old school visual novels that like way too long or way too like the pacing's like way too slow, like goes on forever, like 50 paragraphs in like one page. I don't like that, to be honest. It's to me anyway, visual novels should read more like a script, like a TV show or movie script, right? More than a literal book. Because if it's more like a literal book, it doesn't feel right. It just feels like why make a visual novel, right? I feel like the whole point of a visual novel is to kind of like, it's like this intermediary, right? Intermediary, is that the right word? It's like this in-between point between like a full-on like animation, or like TV show and a book, right? It's in between that. If you make it more like a book, then what's the point of making a visual novel? I feel like, visual novel is supposed to feel more like a movie, right? At least to me anyway. That's my preference anyway. So I prefer that kind of style where it's like very dialogue heavy and very much to the point and like less time spent on like what the characters are actually doing, right? Because that's the problem I find, like a lot of indie visual novels, developers tend to write it more like a book than they do like an actual visual novel. They spend too long describing the actions of the characters or describing how they look when you don't really need to. You only need to do that in a book. But in the visual novel, you can just simply show that. You can just show the character. They can, if they have like certain expression, you can just draw them doing the expression instead of describing it, Anyway, that's a whole rant. I always keep ranting about that. I'm just trying to say that this game doesn't do that, and it's great. I like it. So this is good writing, in my opinion, anyway. But there you go. I think that's it for, Grace in the Grace of Her Match. Just like short little visual novel. It's just linear, really. I guess you would call this a kinetic novel. But I liked it. And there you go. I guess, the stream isn't over. If you're watching the VOD, I'm not done yet. But if you're watching the video, like its own standalone video, then let me just say, if you didn't know, I stream these games live. So you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, change the notification bell from personalized to all to get notified when I go live. You can also follow my Twitch channel as well. I stream to both platforms. You want to check out some other games by the same developer. I actually played a few games by them. At least, So, one game I played by them, it was called She Vomited Guns. That was also kind of like an interesting little sci-fi story as well. And another game, which is probably a little bit more known, is Valhalla. I always forget the full name of it. I always say in my head, because the original name of that game was Valhalla Cyberpunk Bartending Waifu Simulator. That's the joke, but like, that's not the real name. But I'm not sure what the name is. I think it was just called Cyberpunk Bartending or something. Anyway, but Valhalla. I played that in my channel a while ago as well. You can check out, my other content on my channel if you like. But thanks for watching. Until next time, see you then.